So, good afternoon. I wanted to make a note about people and their comments and lack thereof or sharing. If you follow somebody and you're not friends and you never leave a comment or like anything, you just follow them, what is the aim in that? Now, if I was a celebrity, famous with all that, I'd get it. But these are regular people just following me on my social platforms and not saying anything, not liking anything. Just some silent space on your space. That's crazy. However, I feel like this. If you feeling like you're kind of like intimidated by people, or they kind of bring happiness to you, and you don't want to stop that, great, follow them. But like something, share something, comment something. Don't just be on people's space seeming creepy. Like I was looking at a lot of my followers, and I was like, okay, music, okay, digital, this, okay, we got things in common, friends, mutual. But then it was just some weird stuff that why are these people following me on a platform that's out there open, but not liking anything, not even friends. That was the kicker. You following somebody not their friend. Okay. So now I'm like, let me go through all of these because I'm gonna go through them and make sure that yeah, I'm not gonna put out there what I'm putting out there. Besides, as an artist, true that creation dates killing like take modification dates out the woodworks. There's nothing a modification can do versus a creation. So I do create a lot of stuff and I put it out here, and this would be like my copyright. Like, yeah, it's copywritten. It's on my page. I'm responsible for it. And then to share it with people that are out there already doing what I do, music, art, photos, whatever, it's almost like, hey, here it still is from me, but it's not because if they can't prove a creation date past modification, you don't win anything. Copywriting used to be old school back in the days, and we couldn't afford getting our stuff copywritten. We would mail it to ourselves and never open it, just in case it has to open up in court. Then it got to the point where we have these social platforms where we can put stuff on there, and it's basically your platform, and nobody can copyright it because nobody can steal from you because it's yours. You put it on this page. And now I'm hearing that all these other people, Meta, Facebook, whoever else, Meta and Facebook, one and the same, Dharma. But anyway, DARPA, that was created the day that Facebook became Facebook. DARPA was no longer DARPA. Y'all look into that. But anyway, when you have somebody that's willing to give you, how should I say, let me get me in here, give you the opportunity to like somebody's stuff that's out there on the platform that they put out there. You can't steal it. Basically, if that's their page, that's their page, and that's their stuff. You won't be able to steal anything. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to probably um, modify it, add some things, take some things, but it will never be fully yours, which is a good thing about the internet because you can go back to creation date and there it is. And a lot of my stuff, songs, pictures, videos, everything, ideas, I put here. And not just here, I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to get a digital recorder and just click on that and record things and save things that way. Or just jot them down, like in a journal. But I just realized that most of the stuff that we put out here is for everybody to look at and enjoy and mean, like merge together on some in common stuff. But it's also really creepy. It's really strange when we are out here giving all of our all to the world wide web with no regards. not thinking that it'll come back to you. I don't do stuff to come back to haunt me. What I do is written. I can't change that. However, what I am putting out here on these platforms as far as myself and my craft, that's different. It's really, really tricky that way. Because you don't want to end up giving ideals to people that aren't going to give back where they got the ideals from. You know what I mean? Like, there's been plenty of ideals I didn't put out there that I could go on and on and on about. And no gratitude, no compensation. But I see my products out there. I see my stuff going on out there. But back to the modification versus creation. They can modify all they want. I got receipts. I really, really, really do. Like old school ways of copywriting to the newest ways. But as an artist, you just got to make sure that you're protected. And that's before the contracts. And when you do sign the contract, go towards the back of the contract. Like right before it gets past the middle, go towards the back and just read as much as you can about that contract. Because the first part is what you want to hear. The second part is what they're going to do. And the third part is where you really messed up altogether because you signed without reading. Get a lawyer to help you go over your contracts, whatever the contracts are. But just get somebody to better help you see what it is you're signing. Because when you sign the dotted line, things change, but not so for the better. Just like the marriage ring, I'm kind of scared of divorce. That's why I haven't got married. You know, somebody asked me years ago, why you haven't got married? I was like fresh in my 20s. I was like, because divorce is too easy. Anyhow, I'm sure they're not gonna let me post what I talk about. I gotta do little inserts and stuff. Anyhow, y'all make it a great day. Believe me, it's up to you to do that. The choice is yours. Always will be. Peace, love, and respect.